This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 651, How to Actually Execute Your To-Do List, or Why Writing It Down Doesn't Actually Get It Done, Part 2 by Babauta of Zen Habits, and&nbsp, and I'm Justin Malik. Welcome back, or welcome for the first time if you're new here. This is where I simply read to you, kind of like bedtime stories, but not really. I narrate nonfiction for the most part. I think I narrated fiction once or twice maybe. And the content is from some of the best blogs in the world, with their permission. Today's post is a continuation from yesterday though, so if you're new here, I'd recommend listening to yesterday's episode first. That's episode 650. And with that, let's hear part 2 and continue optimizing your life. How to actually execute your to-do list, or why writing it down doesn't actually get it done, part 2 by Babauta of Zen Habits.net. Quote, I start, but I get distracted and never finish, unquote. If you start, you've already made a big step towards finishing. Now you just need to work on the distractions. My suggestions won't be popular, but they work. Number 1, small tasks. I mentioned this earlier, but it's really important to repeat here. If you're getting distracted, it may be because you're working too long on a single task or project. To remain focused, do only a small task. You're more likely to stay on task. If the task takes a long time, focus on only doing 15 to 20 minutes of it. Number 2, single task. Don't allow yourself to do multiple tasks at the same time. Just do the one task before you. If you tend to do email, IM, surf the web, read your RSS feeds, talk on the phone, and all of that while doing a task, you'll inevitably be distracted from a task. Do one task at a time. If you feel yourself being pulled from the task, stop yourself and bring yourself back. Number 3, unplug. The biggest distractions come from connectivity. Email, feeds, IM, Twitter, phones. Unplug from these connections while you're working on your single task. This is always an unpopular suggestion, but before you reject it, give it a try. Turn everything off and try to focus on one task. You'll get a lot more done, I guarantee you. Right now, I'm writing this post while disconnected from the internet. It's much easier to concentrate. Number 4, clear your desk. Distractions can come from visual clutter. It can be worth it to clear everything off your desk. Also, clear your walls in your computer desktop and only work on one program at a time if possible. Number 5, focus. Once your desk is clear and you unplug and you're working on that single task, really put all of your concentration on it. Pour your energies into that task and see if you can get it done quickly. You might even get lost in it and achieve that highly touted, deservedly so, state of mind known as flow. Number 6, take breaks. It can help you to focus for a short amount of time on a single task and use the time to help you focus and then to take a break. This allows you to reboot your brain, then get back to work and focus on the next task. Quote, I often don't feel like doing any work at all. The idea of work seems horrible and I never start doing anything, unquote. I know this feeling well. It plagues us all and there's no one good answer. However, here are some suggestions. Number 1, groom yourself. If you work from home, take a shower. Often the act of grooming ourselves can make us feel much better. Number 2, take a walk. I find that a little walk can get my blood pumping, refresh my mind, and allow me to think about what I really want to do today. It might not be what you need, but it's worth a shot. Number 3, exercise. Similarly, exercise can make you feel great. A jog in the park, a short strength workout, some Pilates, or meditation. These things get your mood up and get you feeling productive and happy. Try it out. You might feel more like doing stuff when you're done. Number 4, again, think of opportunities. Think about tomorrow. Not tomorrow as in the distant future, but tomorrow as in the day after today. Imagine yourself looking back on today from tomorrow. Will you be glad you laid around? Or would you be happier if you did something and took advantage of the opportunities in front of you today? It's useful to think in terms of your future self because what we do today will open up opportunities and new roads for tomorrow's us. Number 5, baby steps. Don't think in terms of having to tackle an entire workday or an entire list of stuff to do. That's overwhelming. Just think of doing one thing, That's all you have to do, just that one thing. Make it something small and easy, and ideally something fun and rewarding. Focus on that easy task. Once you get started, you might be more willing to do another thing, then another. Number 6, find fun stuff to do. If you just have boring or unpleasant things to do, you won't feel like doing them. Instead, change your path for today. See if you can find something that's fun or exciting, but still moves you forward on a project or goal. That might be what you need to get you jump-started to do other stuff. Or you might instead only spend the day doing only fun stuff. As long as it moves you forward, don't just play solitaire or World of Warcraft. Number 7, commit thyself. If motivation is your problem, commit yourself to making some progress with a goal or project today or every day this week. Tell all your family and friends, write it in your blog, or join the Zen Habits forum. It's a great motivator. Then hold yourself accountable by reporting to others what you did today. Number 8, rewards. Tell yourself that if you just do that first task, you'll get a nice ice cream sundae, or that you can buy a book or DVD. Whatever your reward, use it to motivate yourself to just get started. Then let the rest flow from there. Quote, I make a list of things to do the next day, and on that day, I wake up looking forward to a bad day full of unpleasant tasks. I don't feel like doing anything from the list, unquote. 2 things to say here. Number 1, overload. The most probable reason is that you're overloading yourself. People tend to pile too much on themselves for a single day, overestimating how much they can actually do. Get into the habit of choosing only 3 most important tasks to do for the day and do them early in the day, at least 2 of them before email. If you only have 3 things to do, it's not overwhelming. You'll probably have some smaller things to do later, but write those down under a batch process heading and do those small things all at once near the end of the day. Number 2, fun. The second thing is that you're loading yourself up with unpleasant tasks. Who wants to face a day of that? Instead, put down tasks that you'll look forward to doing. Create an exciting to-do list for tomorrow. If you really have nothing important to do that's enjoyable, it's possible you're in the wrong job. Look instead for a job that you'll actually enjoy. Yes, every job has unpleasant and difficult tasks, but they lead to something rewarding. They support something you get excited about. If you don't have anything like that in your job, you need to take a closer look at your job, revamp it somehow, or look for another. You just listened to part 2 of the post titled, How to Actually Execute Your To-Do List, or Why Writing It Down Doesn't Actually Get It Done, by Babauta of Zen Habits, and&nbsp. Hopefully that was helpful for you. Getting things done is a frequently asked question that I hear, and this is something that I specifically struggled with when I started my bullet journal. I was able to build that habit of writing the stuff down, but found that I was still just getting the basics done, and the other stuff kept getting pushed to the next page. So this is something I'm working on personally. And I don't think I've mentioned this on the show before, but I actually have Optimal Living Daily t-shirts. I got them as a giveaway for certain supporters of this show, the highest levels of supporters on Patreon. But other people have been interested in getting one. I don't have a ton left, but I'm selling them for only $9.99. Again, not a ton left, but if you want one, they're at oldpodcast.com/shop, and you can see a couple of pictures of them there. Again, that's oldpodcast.com/shop. That'll do it for today. I hope you're having a happy Friday and a nice start to your weekend. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.
Hey, this is Dan from the Optimal Finance Daily podcast, which is a lot like this show, except more focused on personal finance. Justin handpicks the best posts he can find from blogs and authors like Ramit Sethi, Mr. Money Mustache, and more, and I read them to you 5 days a week. So if you enjoy this podcast, come on over and subscribe to Optimal Finance Daily too. And together, we'll optimize your financial life.
You've been listening to Optimal Living Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode, and head to oldpodcast.com, that's OLDpodcast.com, for a free gift as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.